Our game's about style. We forge our own path forward. Because our style is substance. Our game's about style. We forge our own path forward. Because our style is substance.
Yeah, very good afternoon, and you're welcome to Kenny Park in Athenry here for the 2021 Littlewoods Ireland Camogie League. The battle here, of course, in Galway is between Galway and near rivals Clare. Throw-in time at 2 o'clock. I'm delighted to be joined on co-commentary today by former Galway star Anne-Marie Hayes. And Anne-Marie, I suppose first things first, it's fantastic to be back with a bit of live action.
Excited ourselves to have a bit of live action, and so glad to get the call to come today and see a bit of live camogie.
Absolutely. A couple of changes then on the Clare team we just got made aware of there as well. Two girls not starting for Clare today.
That's right. Roisin McMahon and Claude O'Halloran, they've been replaced today by Sinead Connell and Zinni Spillane. Roisin is a big loss. She was very good last year in the quarterfinals for Clare, and I see that Niamh O'Dea isn't starting either today, so you know, a couple of injuries on both sides. Galway have a few non-starters either, but I suppose that's what the league is all about, is, you know, giving players a chance, and you know, if people are injured, that you have replacements to pop in, and you know, that's their time then to take a chance and try their best and hold on to a position for the championship.
Absolutely, and referring to Galway, in that case they have 10 of last year's All-Ireland team that started in that defeat to Kilkenny, so there's 5 girls from Galway today getting their start as well, and no doubt they'll be out there to try and impress Cathal Murray and the backroom team as well.
Definitely, and as I said, that's what the league is about, you know, girls getting a chance to prove their place, and I suppose it's early in the year too now, and the managements haven't seen much yet of, you know, they've had very little challenges or anything like that, so today is going to be a big day for the new starts. 10 of Galway's from last year is All-Ireland, but there's a good few positional changes in that as well, Tommy.
Yeah, and I suppose if we look at, we just had an announcement here in Kenny Park as well in relation to the last time a game was played here, I think over maybe 18 months ago, according to the PA announcement here in Kenny Park. So, you know, we've gone through tough times in the last 16 to 18 months, but today is probably a special day as well. It gets back, it sees the girls back out at live competitive action as well, and it's something I suppose that we've all been waiting for a very long time, Anne-Marie.
Yeah, definitely, and you'd have to mention the pitch, Tommy. You know, every time you come in here, you nearly, you know, you just look down and say how well they look after the place, and the grass is always immaculately cut, and for the camogie as well to be using the facilities here at Kenny Park is fantastic, and I always love playing here because the surface on the pitch was fabulous. It's a really wide pitch, lots of space today, so I'm sure the Galway full forward line, no more than the Clare full forward line, will be excited to get hopefully some good bit of ball inside the inside lines.
Absolutely, we'll be looking forward to that as well right throughout the afternoon. But looking back at the build-up, I suppose, to getting back into action, competitive action, is all these girls from both counties would have trained on their own, Anne-Marie, for a long period of time. They would have got back maybe 3 or 4 weeks ago, then training collectively as a group. The danger is, I think, might be out there that full contact sport now so soon after getting back together, injuries are starting to occur right throughout the country in all aspects of GAA.
Yeah, that's it, exactly, and you can see that today on both sets of panels, you know, that they have injuries, and I think the Galway intermediates have been badly hit with injuries too, and as you say, that they're not that long back as group training, and that they've been doing, and both teams, to be fair, look very physically fit. They look like they've been doing their gym sessions and whatnot, but you can't replace the on-field contact and the lack of challenge matches. I know you can play games, but that's only in the last 3 weeks that they've been able to go back and play matches between themselves. So, like, I suppose you can do all the gym work you want, but it's very difficult to reciprocate, you know, contact, and people can pick up injuries and that in the first couple of weeks back, and we're very soon back into the league as well. Usually coming into the first round of the league, you'd have months of training done, you know, collectively as a team.
When you look at this Clare team, we look at the injuries that we have already spoken about. The danger from a Clare perspective to Galway is probably at centre half forward from Chloe Morey. Like, she's probably one of the best hurlers to camogie players to come out of Clare in the last number of years. She's very, very dangerous up front.
Fabulous striker of the ball as well. She could hit it free from 60, 70 yards out. Now, I know last year I saw them in the quarter-final down in Páirc Uí Chaoimh against Cork, and they had super performance out of Clare Heher at full back as well. And Eve O'Dea that day was excellent too, as was Roisin McMahon. So it's a pity that those two girls are missing out today. Claire Heher at full back is someone I'll be watching today, and I'm delighted to see Eilish O'Reilly has gone back into full forward today, because I think she's one of Galway's biggest danger women, and you know, she's one of the best full forwards in the country. So I think there's going to be a fabulous battle there today, herself and Claire Heher.
For Galway then up front, the old reliables, I suppose, we'll be looking at Carrie Dolan, you know, the place ball, accurate as ever right throughout last year's championship as well. So a little bit of pressure on her to keep the frees going over, but each of the Galway forwards in their own right are there on merit as well today. Yeah,
and Sarah Spellman and Noreen Cohn are getting a shot today now as well. Noreen starting corner forward, and they're quite a dangerous full forward line. Siobhan McGrath, Eilish O'Reilly and Noreen Cohn. You know, I'd be excited to see what they're going to produce today. For Sarah Spellman, I know, you know, when she played in the All-Ireland in 2019, she had a fantastic game for such a young girl. She was no problem with her confidence. She was running at them. So I'll be interested to see today, will they carry that ball? You know, what kind of game plan both teams are going to bring. Interestingly, Conor Dolan, who's in with the management of Clare, you know, he was working with Galway in 22 years ago. So, like, he's going to have an insight into the Galway players. So it'll be interesting.
Yeah, Gerard Connell doing his homework there, having Conor Dolan involved as well. That's the build-up here now to the first Division 1 round 1 game between Galway and Clare, thrown in here in a matter of minutes' time. We'll be back with Anne-Marie for live match commentary in under a few minutes.
Our game's about style. We forge our own path forward. Because our style is substance.
Very good afternoon. You're welcome to Kenny Park in Athenry for the Littlewoods 2021 Camogie League clash between Galway and Clare. The referee is John Dermody from Westmeath. The linesmen Philip MacDonald from Cavan and Ray Kelly from Kildare. The fourth official is Louise Riley from County Cavan. And Galway will be playing from right to left in this first half, as Clare will be playing into the scoreboard end of Kenny Park. We've had a couple of showers prior to the throw-in here in Galway, but nothing... Everything is ready then for today's clash here. It's a Group 1 clash, of course, that also sees Limerick involved in this game and are in this group. They don't play this weekend. Clare will be their opponents next weekend when Galway will have a break. Delighted to be joined beside me again by Anne-Marie Hayes. Anne-Marie, well, we mentioned the showers, but thankfully they've abated somewhat for the moment. So the action about to get underway. It looks okay out there if it's not too slippy underfoot.
Yeah, it does. I was just talking to some of the Galway girls in the way, and I was saying the debate of wearing long cogs or short cogs today. Hard pitch on a slippy day, what do you do? I think a lot of them are going for the steel cogs anyway today, Tommy.
Absolutely, as the referee then in the middle of the field, John Dermody, about to get the action underway, as both brace of midfield players battle up to each other in the middle of the park. Quick check on the watch for John Dermody, and the game is on here in Kenny Park in Athenry. First strike there by Niamh McGrath, the Sarsfields girl for Galway, drives it out over the sideline down to her left hand side. Sideline ball for Clare.
You'd have to say, Tommy, that both sets of teams are looking very physically fit, you know, at the moment. They obviously have their pre-season work well done.
A lot of work done, as Anne-Marie alluded to there, as right now the sideline ball is taken by the wing back for Clare. That's Laura McMahon from Newmarket on Fergus. Gets the ball forward. Niamh McGrath back there for Galway. Shortens the grip to get it to the wing back from the Athenry club. That's Dervla Higgins, and it's over on the far side of the field. Trying to go down on the ball over there is Siobhan McGrath for Galway, as the ball is kicked forward. In there is one of the substitutes that starts for Clare from Tulla is Sinead Conlon, as the ball is eventually gathered by the Galway girls. Back out the field it goes then towards the Carrie Dolan from Clare and Bridge, and further out the field towards Galway's midfielder from Mulla, Aoife Donoghue. Good ball inside towards Ailish O'Reilly. Doesn't manage to gather at the first attempt. Holds on to it now, takes an extra bit of steps in there. She's been hassled and harried by Claire Hare, the captain of the Banner girls. And she gets the ball away towards Alana Ryan from Kilkishen. Alana Ryan making her way forward now. Hand pass out towards the girl wearing number 20, Zian Spillane, who's making her debut for Clare here today. 3 debutants on the Clare team as that ball is drilled in. First chance then for Clare up around the full forward line. Anya Loughlin trying to get onto it. The shot comes in from out the field, and that's gone up and over the bar. The first score of the game goes to Clare. Fine effort from out the field, up and over the bar. Clare take the lead.
That was a fantastic score by Emer Kelly, number 13 there for Clare. But there was brilliant defending back there, Tommy. Claire Hare got down on the ball, and Clare worked the ball out through the lines. Super start for Clare and excellent defending.
Yeah, that point comes inside the second minute here as Clare get the opening score. Emer Kelly gets that, and down the other end is the other number 13 for Galway, Siobhan McGrath, going forward. Chance for McGrath, she flicks the ball across, and it's gone into the back of the net, straight from the resulting puck out. The ball drops down, and the Clare full back line in was there like a shot, was the corner forward from Sarsfield, Siobhan McGrath, and that's what she'll do to you all day.
Yeah, looks super, really dangerous corner forward. Well worked as well by Carrie Dolan that time, and you know, Siobhan, once she gets the ball in her hand, she has nothing on her mind, only go for goal.
Puck out then lands towards the sideline on the far side of the field, out of the sideline that goes on the far side, and that's going to be a sideline ball for Galway as the rain begins to fall down heavily here again in Athenry. Wing back for Galway, Roisin Black from the Oranmore Mary Club takes this one, but it's clear they're back there to defend it. Aoife Donoghue gets the body in there to try and get the possession for Galway. Does well to she held off there. Now play on, says the referee, and Clare can clear it. Out the field it goes towards Zian Spillane from the Fecal Killanena Club. Clare, as I say, with 3 debutants on today's team. The goalkeeper Doran Murphy from the Clare Castle Club, and you also have Rebecca Foley from Trua Clonlara at corner forward. It's an all Trua Clonlara full forward line for Clare as well. Emer Kelly, Anya Loughlin and Rebecca Foley, they'll all know each other pretty well. Ciara Grogan now going back for Clare to get it off towards Alana Ryan. Alana Ryan goes hard into the tackle there. She's met by a couple of Galway girls. Coming forward now. Ball sent back towards Laura McMahon. Shortens the grip, gets the ball off over on the far side towards Sinead Conlon. Conlon steps back inside to get the clearance away. Chloe Murray puts up the hand, but it's won instead by Aoife Kane. Aoife Kane tries to get that forward, but back there is Niamh McGrath for Galway. Niamh now inside her own 45-metre line as the rain falls heavily here. The referee, John Dermody, has spotted a foul, and that's going to be a free out. That was a great response, Anne-Marie, for Galway to that opening point by Emer Kelly, and crucially, she got the opportunity and she put it away.
Yeah, and the match has started in a blaze of, it started very quickly here, Tommy, and both teams are going hell for leather. Clare
now on the attack this time, but it's a ball destined to no one in particular. Niamh McGrath now strikes it left-handed, drives it forward up towards Ailish O'Reilly, looking for an option. The option, of course, is McGrath. Siobhan on the far side of the field, and the Sarsfield girls looks to turn her marker over there, puts the sliotar onto the right hand, flies the ball across, and it's gone out to the left-hand side and wide. First wide of the day comes to Galway.
Conditions are difficult though, Tommy, here. Ball is very slippy. Ailish O'Reilly did very well to get that ball into her hand on first take.
Yeah, 5 minutes gone, just coming up on the first half. Galway lead by 1 goal to Clare's 1 point. Clare with the opening score, but Galway struck back almost from the puck out to send the ball over the bar. Now going forward is Alana Ryan. The referee has spotted a foul, the advantage being played. Clare will have a free in the middle of the field.
They're really working the ball through the lines, Tommy, Clare. They're looking up, trying to find a loose player and feeding that ball into the corners left and right. They seem to have pulled out slightly, leaving space inside with the full forward.
Chloe Murray then going to retrieve the sliotar.
You'd be expecting this would be inside her range.
Absolutely, and we've seen her over the years, and of course she's been producing high tallies for her county right throughout her career, and has been one of the mainstays on this Clare team for a long number of years. And she's, as Anne-Marie said, she'll fancy her chances from here. Right bang in the middle of the field. Chloe Murray for Clare strikes it high, drops it in around the house. The umpires have a look. They're happy that it's gone between the uprights. Clare respond with a point to their earlier point, sandwiched in between that Galway goal. Chloe Murray gets on the scoreboard.
And that came from good work rate of Clare, breaking the tackles, carrying the ball through the lines, taking a chance to look up. Good puck out again by Sarah Healy.
Yeah, breaks for Clare, and that's won well there by Aoife Kane from the Ina Kilnamona club. Tries to get it forward. Emma Hellebert, the nurse in NUIG, tries to get it there, but she's beaten to it, and an opportunity now here. Driving forward is the other midfielder for Clare. Tries to flick that ball away. Was Orla Duggan from Clooney Quinn, but she's beaten to it. And again, it's the third or fourth ball cleared by Niamh McGrath. This time it falls into the hands of Niamh Hannafy. Good delivery in towards Siobhan McGrath, but she's battled up in there by 2 or 3 Clare players. In there wearing 19 as well as Sinead Conlon from Tulla. Sinead now trying to get it, relieve the danger. Galway are in their numbers, but it's Clare that come away with it, and they do well through Ciara Doyle to get it away. Time now in the middle of the field for the midfielder Aoife Keane to drive the ball on. Galway now see the ball come off the hands. First opportunity to see Galway's captain Sarah Dervin in action. She does well to win the free, and that's going to be a free out for Galway just outside their own 14-metre line or 21-metre line.
Again, you'd have to say good defending by Clare, looking up, giving a little hand pass outside. They seem to have isolated Anya O'Loughlin inside with Sarah Dervin in the full forward line, pulling out their 2 corner forwards slightly and pumping the ball inside. But Tara Kenny had it read well that time, and she had dropped back.
Galway lead by a solitary point here in Athenry. It's Galway 1 goal, Clare 2 points, 7.5 minutes gone in the first half. Ball breaks over towards the Clare centre back over there, and Clare come out in possession once again. Good work by Zian Spillane as the ball is eventually delivered long in over the top. Brilliantly taken in there by Shauna Healy from Ardrahan. Great work by the Galway cornerback to get it off to Dervla Higgins, who sends the ball this side of the field. A little bit too much on that, but it's good work by Niamh Hannafy. Hannafy now likes to run at defences, tries to get the ball in quickly this time, but again it's read well in there by the Clare fullback, and coming out with it to get it to the midfielder Aoife Kane. Aoife Kane now, has she an option? She can't catch it again, can she? She's not going to. She sends a lovely pass, however, in the direction of Marie McGrath, and Marie McGrath from out the field sends it high and sends it over the bar. The sides are level in Athenry. Just over 8 minutes gone. It's Clare 3 points, Galway a goal.
An excellent score by Marie McGrath there. Again, Clare dropping back. They're pulled right out the field, and that was great defensive play by Laura McMahon at centre back.
Marie McGrath, another girl who's given staunch service to the Clare cause over the years. Of course, Clare making the short journey here to Athenry today down the M18. I'm sure there was no distance for them to get to Kenny Park in time, and they were here in good time as well, and so were Galway, which was great to see teams here early before the throw-in time of 2 o'clock as the ball is sent in now, in over the top past Shauna Healy. Healy now under a little bit of pressure, needs the assistance of Tara Kinney, and Tara Kinney gets it over on the far side towards Carrie Dolan. She has an opportunity now and the time to strike the ball in towards the centre half forward channel, and again is taken brilliantly by Alana Ryan, who's having an outstanding game for Clare in this opening 9 minutes or thereabouts. Ball back, intercepted brilliantly by Niamh Hannafy. Hannafy now with an opportunity, pop pass off towards Noreen Cohen, the local girl here in Athenry, and Noreen makes no mistake, takes her opportunity. Galway go back into the lead.
That was a lovely score and brilliant interception by Niamh Hannafy. Looked up, gave the pass to Noreen Cohen, who was in a better position, and Noreen popped the ball over the bar. Super score by Noreen.
It's Galway's second score. It's a goal and a point for them, and it's 3 points for Clare currently as we hit the 10-minute mark in Kenny Park in Athenry. Ball now out around the middle of the field it goes. A lot of hard work being done around the middle by the Clare midfielders. Is that a foul? No, play on, says the referee John Dermody. John happy enough to the foul. The hurl was thrown there on that occasion. The referee says play on as Siobhan McGrath tries to get a little nudge in there on the Clare cornerback. Doesn't work on this occasion, and coming away with it is the cornerback who gets it to Alana Ryan. And Alana Ryan in the red helmet does very well to get the ball away for Clare. Driving forward now. Clare on the attack. Is that a foul? Play on, says the referee. An opportunity of a score, and the equalising score comes in from the corner forward, Emer Kelly. It's her second one of the day, Anne-Marie, and she is a live wire up there.
Yeah, she is, and she had the confidence to go forward there. That was an excellent score. To give a little flick over the head and, took the ball back in her own hand and put the ball straight over the bar. Tara Kinney now seems to be free. She's dropped back in front of Sarah Dervin as a free player, and Zian Spillane seems to be, she's out around the middle of the field, and that's allowing Roisin McMahon to drop, or Laura McMahon to drop back as well. Free now for Clare.
Free there for holding, signalled by the referee, and it's going to be a free and an opportunity for the centre half forward, Chloe Morey from 6 Mile Bridges. You'd imagine again will be the one that will strike this, as sides are deadlocked as we hit the 11th minute mark in bright sunshine in Kenny Park, as the linesman Ray Kelly down in front of us has a quick word with one of the selectors involved there, as we'll keep an eye on this free. It's Galway 1-1, Clare 4 points currently as that shot comes in, the free comes in, and it's going in and up and lands on the back of the net at the back of the crossbar. Clare go back into the lead again, 5 points for them to Galway's 1-1.
And Clare have got to be happy, Tommy, with this start. Like coming down to the backyard of the All-Ireland finalists last year. They've made a fantastic start. Here again, Clare on the attack. They're getting stuck into everything. Their work rate is really good.
Yeah, they're fired up, as Anne-Marie said. They didn't just come to make up the numbers here in Athenry today. They have 5 scores to Galway's 2, as Sarah Dervin eventually gets the clearance away. Down the field it goes. But again, it's a lot of Clare bodies in there to try and disrupt the Galway attack. Galway player free in the middle of the field, but it's a long delivery towards Siobhan McGrath. Siobhan McGrath gets away, but she doesn't get away with the push in the back. And Anne-Marie Hayes laughs beside me here, and you can see that from a mile away.
There was a little nudge, all right, in fairness. Great strength by Carrie Dolan, shook off the tackle, delivered a good ball inside, but there was a little nudge from Siobhan McGrath.
Free out then taken very quickly, Anne-Marie, as the Clare girl goes to ground.
Clare are definitely going to be happy coming up to the first quarter. Tommy, they've really come into this game all guns blazing, and they're taking the game to Galway, and they're going to be very happy to get to the water break with how they're moving at the moment.
A little bit of a word then from the referee John Dermody to Galway's wing forward Niamh Hannafy. A little tick in the little black notebook, as the free will be taken this time by Laura McMahon. Drives it down into the centre half forward channel. Galway are there in numbers, but just can't get their hands on it. Clare might just benefit from sloppy defending here from Galway. Niamh McGrath sees the ball slip from her grasp out, comes to Maureen McGrath, who's going to have a shot. Oh, no, she isn't. She's going to find a pass, a crossfield pass. Better opportunity here for Clare. The ball is sent high and over the bar by the wing forward on the far side. And Clare now have gone into a 2-point lead here. Clare 6, Galway 1-1.
That was just fabulous vision from Maya McGrath. First of all, she took a beautiful sidestep, gave a little dummy, turned, and then saw the free player on the far side and she put the ball over the bar. As an excellent score.
6 points for Clare, 1-1 for Galway. Galway with that goal early on, but have only managed a point since, and the point, that last point, we'll get you the score in a couple of minutes' time. It's the player on the black helmet on the far
Duggan,
side,
Tommy.
far side of the field. Orla Duggan, we're told, is the scorer there, Anne-Marie, and that's registered to her as Orla Duggan becomes the latest Clare player to score a point and see Clare lead by 6 points to 1-1. Niamh Hannafy now. Long range free from way out the field. Sun shining here in Kenny Park. The rain has left us for momentarily as the free is hit high into the sky, dropping in around the house, dropping into the goalkeeper's hand, who doesn't catch it at the first time of asking but still has it. Manages to get the pass away. Not the best of clearances, but back there to help out is the captain of Clare, Claire Heher, and she gets it away, and Clare now can try and launch an attack again, switching the point. Brilliant catch by Marie McGrath, and Marie McGrath from out the field is driving it high and driving it up and over the bar, and Clare are on fire in Kenny Park and Athenry. It's a 3-point advantage, 7 points to Galway's 1-1.
Yeah, another super score by Marie McGrath. She's pulled right out. She's playing kind of in the middle of the field, Tommy, and as I said, Tara is free, so she's winning an awful lot of ball there between the midfield half-forward line section.
Another opportunity here. The umpire has a look and it's gone over the bar. It's all clear at the moment here. Anya O'Loughlin with another point
Lovely
for
touch,
them.
Tommy, there. Lovely little touch. Took it down into her hand and slotted the ball over the bar. Clare are on fire at the moment. They're definitely having their purple patch. 5
points without reply for the Clare girls. Has seen them stretch into an 8-point to 1-1 lead as the ball is driven inside. Great ball in. All alone is Eilish O'Reilly. It should be a goal chance for Galway. She flicks it across towards Siobhan McGrath. First time strike by McGrath and sends it into the back of the net. And Galway, just as they did earlier in this game, have hit back again with a second goal.
And that was just a fabulous piece of play. Some catch by Carrie Dolan. Beautiful catch by Carrie. I think Claire Heher thought that Carrie was going to send the ball low into the corner, and she made a run for it, and Carrie popped the ball in over her head to Eilish O'Reilly. Again, Eilish saw that Siobhan was probably in a better position, fed the ball into Siobhan, and it was one-on-one with the goalie. And you know what, Siobhan McGrath one-on-one with the goalie, I think there's only going to be one result.
And she didn't actually catch it either as we break for the water break here in Kenny Park and Athenry. But the unselfish work of Eilish O'Reilly, she had the opportunity to go on and get that goal herself, or get the shot in, but she saw them unmarked. Siobhan McGrath, as Anne-Marie said, passed it back to Siobhan, and Siobhan, you don't give her a free shot from 10 yards out.
And you know what, we've seen a couple of fantastic scores, really good scores already today, Tommy, and to be honest, the striking from the Clare half-forward line has been very good. Marie McGrath has 2 points from play, and Emer Kelly has 2 points from play as well, and you know, we've just seen some really good scores already today.
8 scores for Clare, Anne-Marie, 3 for Galway.
Yeah.
More importantly, Galway's 2 goals are in that tally of 3 scores, but you know, other than those 2 goals, Galway have been outplayed in that opening quarter. Yeah,
they have, and the Clare backs, Clare defensive unit has been very good. You know, again, working the ball through the lines, they're out in front. You know, they're not afraid to break the tackle, and I'm really impressed with Clare, the way they've come to this game today, and so hungry. I listened to Clorrie Morey, she had an interview during the week, and she was buzzing about Clare Camogie. She was so enthusiastic, and you know, she said that they'd done an awful lot of really good hard training and aggressive training, and you can see that on the field today.
Donal O'Rourke is having a chat down there with the Galway girls, and of course Donal O'Rourke is a new addition this year, Anne-Marie, to the Galway backroom team, along with an old playing mate of yours, Therese Maher. He's having stern words there. He's probably not quite happy with how Galway have performed so far in this game.
Yeah, they probably haven't started in the best manner, all right. As you say, the 2 goals, that's what's keeping them in it, 3 scores. But, you know, what I saw from Clare last year in the quarter-final, and maybe they've learned from that, is for the 40 minutes they played very well against Cork, and then they kind of faded out of it. So we'll see today, will they have more staying power? They look fitter already, and you know, I hope we're going to have a really good second quarter. An
injury then to a Clare player requires a switch in the Clare squad. Coming in is number 17, Susan Daly from Scariff Ogonalo. 4 seems to be Ciara Doyle, who was having a good game for her side. From Scariff is coming off. She picked up that injury in that build up to the Galway goal. So early change then for the Clare side, 17 for 4. And let's hope that that's not a serious injury, Anne-Marie, because she had played an opening 15 minutes solid at cornerback for her side.
And she looks like she's in trouble, Tommy, now. She's been carried off the field, which is unfortunate, and you know, she seems to be in an awful lot of pain. I don't know, is it her knee or her ankle, but you'd hope now that it's nothing too serious.
Yeah, we wish her a speedy recovery, Ciara Doyle, as the ball breaks down in front of us here in the stand in Kenny Park. Temptation there for the Clare girl to put the hand on the hurl as Is that a push in the back? No. Stepped out over the sideline is Dervla Higgins, the local girl here, making the step up from the intermediate ranks from the last year or two, has been involved in the backroom panel.
Zian Spillane has started really well. She's involved in a huge amount of play, Tommy. You know, been a good call to have her starting on the Clare 15.
Yeah, I think she's only either at minor level or just out of minor level, as Clare now have an opportunity to strike. The ball is sent in, and unbelievably, Anne-Marie, that's the first wide for Clare in this game. Galway have had one early on, but we're now in the 19th minute of the first half. They've registered 8 points and 1 wide.
Yeah, and Clare's radar is on today. You know, they have been very good shooting out the field, and that's reflected on the scoreboard.
Again, Marie McGrath gets the puck out there for Clare, not to catch it this time, but to knock it down and eventually come back out as far as Aoife Keane. Left-handed strike, good ball up towards the corner forward. Emer Kelly, 2 points on the scoreboard for her already. This time she's going to drop it in around the house. Sarah Dervin in there with the full forward. Battling for possession was Anya O'Loughlin, as Galway tried to clear their lines. Out the side of the field it comes off the fingertips there of Marie McGrath. She does well to try and get onto it, but Mairead Hannafy, or Niamh Hannafy, should I say, is there for Galway. Again, she sends a lovely ball down along the wing towards Eilish O'Reilly. Eilish now getting in along the end line, looking for the opportunity to pass. The referee is going to play advantage. Award a free to Galway. Galway are going to have the opportunity to level it up here as we hit the 20-minute mark. Just over 10 minutes to go to half time. Currently Galway 2-1, Clare 8 points.
Better work from Galway that time, Tommy. You know, Dervin fed the ball out here to Niamh Hannafy, and a lovely ball down along the wing, and just a beautiful sidestep from Eilish O'Reilly. You know, her footwork is really good, and stepped inside and drew the foul from Clare Hare at full back.
Galway with just 2 scorers on the board so far in this game. The 2 goals coming from Siobhan McGrath in the 3rd and 16th minute of the half, and the other one was a point by Noreen Cohen. So an opportunity for Carrie Dolan to become the 3rd Galway player to register a score. It's a free that should be within her compass. As she strikes this one, strikes it high, makes no mistake. The sides are level. It's Galway 2-2, Clare 8 points, and the latest point coming from the stick of Carrie Dolan for that free for Galway, and she gets her opening point of the National League. And it's 21 minutes gone in the first half. Galway have put back-to-back scores here. Haven't seen Clare hit them for 5 without reply in a 15-minute spell just before the water break. But of course that goal then from Galway by Siobhan McGrath is
Clare aren't afraid either, Tommy, to use the tactic of the short puck out there. We've seen that a couple of times now in the first quarter and again there, but the ball just went straying out over the sideline. Yeah,
and of course we're carrying in the rules that were carried at the convention this year as well. Trial rules from last year, but they're now very much in play, but we haven't seen any cause from many of them yet today here now as the ball comes back outside towards Niamh Hannafy. Hannafy shot is blocked down, and Clare will gather possession once again. Good work by Laura McMahon to get the ball out towards Emer Kelly. Kelly now looking to take on the Galway defence. Lively corner forward, 2 points on the board already. She's still going forward. Now she's going to run in towards Dervla Higgins, and Dervla Higgins does well. Aoife Donoghue in there as well, trying to get forward. Dervla Higgins gets the touch in there again, one-handed by the Athenry girl, but Clare are somehow are able to hold possession, drive forward. The referee's going to give advantage. He's going to give the free, and he's going to call it back, and it's going to be a chance for Chloe Morey from a easier position from nearer to the post to get the lead score once again. Galway 2-2, Clare 8 points.
Clare's work rate has been super, Tommy. You know, they're in on top of the Galway players the minute they get the ball. They're not giving them a free chance at all, putting in a hurl, a hand, you know, and running at them. They're not afraid to take them on either.
Worryingly for Clare now, we have another player down, Anne-Marie, just to our left-hand side out in the middle of the field. I don't know if
Laura
it's the centre back, Laura McMahon from Newmarket and Fergus, and having already lost Ciara Doyle, Clare will certainly not want to lose another player before half-time. Haven't come into this game without 3 of their starting 15.
No, definitely not. And she's been doing very, very well. She's free for puck outs, and she'd be an awful loss to Clare if she has to go off injured.
Yeah, well, the referee, John Dermody, probably happy enough to let play continue now. He's got the word from the physio from Clare that hopefully Laura is okay to resume action here, and play will resume with this free to Clare. Just coming up on 23 minutes gone in the first half. Level pegging, if you're just joining us here on the Camogie YouTube live stream here from Kenny Park and Athenry. Chloe Morey with a chance to give the Clare girls the lead once again. It's about 60 metres out from goal, or hardly even that, as she'll strike this one, no problem with the strike. The umpires have a quick look, but there's no doubt where that's going. Is it gone up and over the bar? It is. The lead point for Clare once again is their 9th of the day. It's the 3rd for Chloe Morey. She's deadly from place ball. She's got her 3rd point as the puck out is taken quickly. We've played 23.5 minutes and Clare lead by 9 points to 2-2. Ball driven up along very close to the sideline again. Noreen Cohen battling for Galway in there. Also in there is the centre half forward, Sarah Spellman for Galway. Just so hard for the players to get the ball into hand in a tight situation like that. Galway player goes to ground. Very close to the sideline. Niamh McGrath does well. She needs to get rid of it. Flicks it back. Clare supporters, if you call them supporters. The ball has now gone out over the sideline. It's going to be a sideline ball to Clare down to her left hand side. A little bit messy there, Anne-Marie. Just nobody could get their hands on the sliotar.
No, and I suppose that's because of the rain has made things a bit slippy and messy. But again, both teams battling very hard, trying to get their hands on the ball. Sideline
ball taken brilliantly there by the wing back, Alana Ryan. It's knocked out of the hands of Chloe Morey there. Back to try and get it is Dervla Higgins out to Niamh McGrath, who will definitely turn to strike this off her left and try and find Ailish O'Reilly over on the far side, moving out from full forward now, stepping inside the 45-metre line, looking for a score, goes to the left. She's going to pass it in short. She does well. Again, she was looking for the run inside of Siobhan McGrath, the double goal scorer for Galway so far in this game. Ball close to the sideline, but kept in well by Clare on the far side. Coming up on with just over 5 minutes to go to the half-time break of normal time. Ball broken inside. Trying to come out with it there for Galway is the wing-back wearing 5, Roisin Black. Clare now as Dervla Higgins stands her ground. Clare girl trying to get the ball away, and Shauna Healy comes in to take up the pieces for Galway. Off to Niamh McGrath. Niamh McGrath shortens the pass towards Carrie Dolan. Dolan now is hooked and blocked up there by 2 or 3 Clare players who are very much on top of the Galway players as the block comes in. Galway do well. Again, it's Niamh Hannafy that dispossesses. Lovely little pop pass inside towards Noreen Cohen. Clare girl goes to ground. The referee has spotted a foul off the ball, and having done the good work, Niamh Hannafy, she's then penalised by the referee, and he's going to have a word with Anne-Marie as well.
I think he's going to give her a card as well, Tommy, saying that she was charging, but I don't know, 6 of one, half a dozen of another there. The Clare girl was coming out, Niamh Hannafy was going in. I don't know. He's going to give her a yellow, I think, for that. He is.
Yeah, first yellow of the day then goes to Galway's wing forward, Niamh Hannafy, who originally had done the good work, but in the end gives away a free. Clare lead by a point here in Athenry.
Clare will definitely be the happier team at half time, Tommy. Their work rate is immense, and they're getting on an awful lot of ball and taking the game to the Galway team.
Free taken then by Laura McMahon in over the top. An opportunity here for Clare. Well, good stick work there by Tara Kinney to get the block in. Sarah Derver now comes out with it. Looks to spread it out this side of the field. 2 Galway players against 1 Clare player this side of the field. Carrie Dolan then goes down over the ball, looking for an option inside. Again, it's destined in the direction of Siobhan McGrath, who takes one little step to go past her marker. She's moving in towards goal once again now. Past the 14, still going forward. Siobhan McGrath takes a shot out to the right hand side and wide. The referee says that's play finished there with that wide. There's no advantage coming to Galway. It's their 2nd wide of the afternoon. And
just
Clare
on that play,
lead.
Tommy, as Galway were attacking, there was 3 Clare players that are free, so Clare are really funneling back, using the quick puck out there, and the game has restarted again.
Yeah, and the puck out has come down this side of the field very quickly once again. Niamh Hannafy working back there to Galway to get it to Emma Hellebert. Emma strikes it, but to no one in particular. The Galway have a 2-player full forward line at the moment, but as Anne-Marie alluded to, Clare are back there in numbers all the time and seem to be mopping up what's coming in quite easily at the moment. Galway trailing by a point, Clare leading by 9 points to 2-2. We've 3 minutes of normal time remaining in the first half here in Athenry as the weather remains dry for the moment, with the clearance completed on the far side of the field by Aoife O'Donoghue. Up it goes again. The numbers are back there from Clare. Good work by the substitute Susan Daly. Susan does well to get it off. Clare seem to have acres of time and space out around the middle of the field. Good work there by Zan Spillane, and she's fouled, and there's going to be a foul on Carrie Dolan, the referee, and Chloe Morey will have an opportunity now to stretch the lead once again. Clare leading by a point.
Yeah, the Galway half forward line have pulled out to the midfield, and the Clare half-backs are holding their position back near on the 45, and they just seem to have the extra player the whole time, Tommy, to give that hand pass to, and as I say, running at the Galway players then. They're not afraid to take them on and go at the heart of the Galway defence.
Just over 2 minutes to go then to half-time. Clare leading by 9 points to 2-2. An opportunity to double that advantage now as Chloe Morey will have this free for her side. 3 points for her so far in this game. 2 goals for Siobhan McGrath for Galway. Is Galway's top scorer. The referee John Dermody coming out as well to have a look. I think it's Shauna Healy from Ardrahan that's picked up an injury there. Hopefully nothing too serious, as she has a word with the referee out there as well. And it looks like she's coming to the sideline here for... Not quite sure. She's picking up her player is actually what she's doing, but she's made of tough stuff, the Ardrahan girl. Yeah,
she is, and she was outstanding in the All-Ireland final last year, and hopefully she'll carry that form into this year again. But she has her hands full today with Emer Kelly. She's been doing very well, and she's no fear. She's taken her on, an all-star from 2020, but she's running at her and taking her on, and she's 2 points scored.
9 points for Clare, 2-2 for Galway. We hit the 29th minute mark exactly right now. So... a chance now for Chloe Morey from a long way out for Clare. Referee John Dermody gives the signal. All is in readiness then to the free to be taken. As little or no breeze here as the ball is struck in towards the post. But this time, Chloe Morey doesn't get the accuracy, had the distance, 2 wides apiece. We're in the final minute of normal time here in Galway. Now we'll go in search of a score before half time. But again, not for the first time, Anne-Marie, today. That ball has gone right over the sideline.
Yeah, I suppose Galway are trying to play it into the corners, but, just having too much on that ball. Good quick puck out from Sarah again, but just Niamh McGrath's delivery didn't find its target.
Sideline for Clare to be taken once again. Alana Ryan, she's getting good distance and good... purchases on these here as the ball now goes to Emer Kelly now. Emer Kelly bearing down on goal for Clare. Tries to get the strike across. She was half hooked over there as that coming across. The referee has not given the foul there for looked like a wild pull according to the Clare backroom team, but Sarah Dervin completes the clearance down this side of the field. Coming out to try and gather it there is the Clare number 10 Marie McGrath, who does brilliantly to get the ball away. Took that ball up in an instant as again the Clare girls try and get it back towards Marie McGrath. In there for Galway is the other McGrath, Niamh McGrath, but it's picked up by the number 20 Zian Spillane, and she gets it off to the number 9, and Clare have a shot coming in from out the field up and over the bar. We're going to have 5 minutes of additional time as well at the end of this, we've been informed. So we nearly have one of those played, but 2 points now is the advantage. 10 points for Clare, Galway 2-2. And Clare finishing like they started. Absolutely
brilliant score. Again, the work rate from Clare. Zian Spillane stuck in everything. So she is, Marie McGrath was in it as well. And a brilliant score by Aoife Kane. Clare striking has been very good today. They're not afraid to take their scores from out the field. And they seem to be finding space as well, Tommy. Finding space in the Galway backs. The Galway backs will have to tighten up in the second half.
Yeah, another injury concern for Galway then as the clock ticks into additional time here. We're going to have 5 additional minutes as we said earlier. But worryingly for Galway, it looks like Niamh Hannafy from More and More Mary has picked up some sort of an injury, and she's not looking too healthy there on one of the backroom team having a word there as well. Donald O'Rourke out there as well, of course.
5 scores from play, Tommy, for Clare, which is really good, for them.
Huge return by them.
Yeah, great return, and Chloe Morey chipping in then with the 3 points as well to make up 10.
Yeah, Cathal Murray, as we mentioned, the Galway manager, will be a little bit worried at half time, I'd imagine. Selectors Orla Kilkenny and Mike Finn and Therese Maher, John Manton, Mickey Grealish all in there as well in the background team, as long as the puck out is awaited here as clock ticks away. Referee going to add on those additional minutes as well. So we're still playing here in Kenny Park and Athenry in the first half. Clare lead Galway 10 points to 2-2, 10 scores to 4, which is really good from a Clare perspective. Not so good if you're following Galway and watching out to see the how they would perform in the opening round of the Littlewoods Camogie League, but it's been all clear in this first half, bar those 2 Galway goals from Siobhan McGrath. As looking for possession in there is Niamh McGrath for Galway, trying to get it clear there as well. Marie McGrath tries to go down on the ball with one hand, eventually picks it up. She's going to have a strike from out the field. No, she's going to try and deliver it in long, but back there is Dervla Higgins playing a sweeper role there at the moment for Galway, but she can't get the shot away. Galway's first touch not 100% on here in this opening half. Out it goes towards Tara Kenny. Good ball to Aoife Donoghue. And Aoife Donoghue decides to go the direct route in over the top. Knocked down inside by Ailish O'Reilly. Good work by O'Reilly. Trying to burst her way through. Is she fouled? No play on, says the referee. Flicks it across towards Noreen Cohen. Noreen Cohen now trying to bear down on goal. But back there's too many Clare bodies in the saffron and blue. And the ball is cleared over on the far side of the field. And Clare now will have possession to Orla Duggan. Duggan now steps back inside Aoife Donoghue and gets the ball away towards Zian Spillane. Plenty of Clare players free up here as well. Marie McGrath being one of those as the ball is blocked down again by the Galway girls, taking that attack out of option. But again, it's Clare now that come on the attack, driving forward. An opportunity for a score from outside the 45-metre line. It's gone high. It's gone up and over the bar. That's a super strike by the Clare girl. And she's happy, raises the hurl up in delight. Galway are making a substitution. But that point from the corner forward, Emer Kelly, that's her third point of the day.
Yeah, and Clare are really on top in the middle third, Tommy. They're winning a huge amount of balls. Zian Spillane was involved in that one again. Gave a lovely pass off to Emer Kelly, and that was a super score. But again, the space that the Clare forwards seem to have, Galway are going to have to tighten up in the second half. Yeah,
3 unanswered scores there from Clare as put them into 11 points, a 2-2 lead. Galway trying to come away with it now. Last year's All-Ireland beaten finalists being put under the cosh here by Clare in the opening half. Good ball across towards Aoife Donoghue. Donoghue now trying to move forward. She needs a little bit of movement inside. Strikes the ball low in towards Siobhan McGrath. The girl with 2 goals for Galway already. Still going forward. Gets it inside. Good work. Niamh Kilkenny just on the field for Galway. Niamh Kilkenny now driving forward. Trying to get the shot away. An opportunity for Ailish O'Reilly. The ball is in the back of the net. And Galway have come from nowhere once again to find a goal at the end of the first half. They've got their third. They've levelled it up here. And some might say that that's a little bit unfair on Clare, but Galway made their strike. Niamh Kilkenny hardly on the field, 60 seconds, was in there to set up the pass. Ailish O'Reilly with the goal, and Clare on the attack now, trying to get a lead point just before half time. We're soon hit the 35th minute. There's 5 minutes added on at least as a strike comes in there. It's Kelly again that goes away. She's still driving forward. Is that a foul play on, says the referee? She doesn't need a foul because the ball has gone high and over the bar. Clare gone back into the lead here. You can't keep your eyes off the action for a minute. 12 points for Clare, 3 goals and 2 points for Galway. And Aoife Kane, my reckon, has now got her 4th point of the after, or Emer Kelly, should I say. Emer Kelly with that latest point for them as Galway try and finish the half strongly here now. Clare with that score coming in the 35th minute. Galway with the goal by Ailish O'Reilly just before half time. As Clare come away with it, John Dermody now, the man with the whistle in the middle of the field, will decide how much more time, if any, is to be played at the end of this first half. Clare driving forward. Aoife Donoghue trying to get the tackle in there, but the pass is given, the short hand pass. Clare are able to mix it, they're able to drive it long, they're able to do the short game. The shot comes in from out the field towards the Galway goalkeeper, but it's gone out to the right hand side and wide. Third wide of the afternoon for Clare. Galway have got the goal just before half time, but Clare have come back to get that point that puts them into the lead at half time by the narrowest of margins here. It's Clare 12 points, Galway 3 goals and 2 points. Emery Hayes, it's breathtaking in one sense, but Galway will be very thankful that they've got 3 goal opportunities and taken them. But Clare, 12 points is a huge return for 30 minutes of camogie.
Absolutely, and 9 of those points, Tommy, have been from play. Emer Kelly has got 4. Galway are going to have to put someone on her to quieten her in the second half, because she's been very, very dangerous, as has Zian Spillane in the middle of the field. She's been involved in absolutely everything. Clare are on top in the middle thirds. They're winning a huge amount of ball and not afraid to work it forward. Really aggressive in the tackle, and what they've been doing on the training field has really shown. You know, Chloe Moore during the week, as I said, spoke about the aggressiveness that they had at training. You know, the panel matches that they've been playing themselves, and they've really brought their A game today to start off the league.
Well, there you have it. That's the story of the first half. Clare will lead Galway at half time in the opening round Division 1 class of the Littlewoods 2021 Camogie League. It's half time here as the rain comes down in Kenny Park and Athenry. Clare lead at the break. Clare 12 points, Galway 3 goals and 2.
Our game's about style. We forge our own path forward. Because our style is substance.
Yeah, welcome back to Kenny Park and Athenry. Clare then, the leaders at half-time, first back out onto the pitch down to our right-hand side. Referee John Dermody in the middle of the field as well. So no doubt about it, Anne-Marie Hayes, there's a lot happier Clare dressing room at half-time, albeit they weren't in the dressing room. Galway decided to go in at half-time. Clare decided to stay in the stand down to our right-hand side, and sometimes it's interesting to hear what gets said in the dressing room.
Well, the word aggression anyway from the Clare camp, that's definitely been used, and they have been aggressive, Tommy, in the tackle. You know, they're taking the game to Galway, they're not standing off their players, you know, they're up on their players, and you know, they're really here for a win, and you know, they've been they can be happy with their performance at half time. I don't think the Galway dressing room will be overly happy with how they performed, and they'll want to bring, you know, a different game to the second half.
Considering they lost the corner back as well, Ciara Doyle, you know, midway through that first half, started without 3 of their starting 15, but just goes to show the strength of the panel that Ger O'Connell has at the moment, that all these young girls getting their opportunity today, and they want to be on this Clare senior starting 15 team for the championship.
Yeah, absolutely. And Zian Spillane has been one of the most impressive players for Clare, and she was number 20. She wasn't due to start, and you know, she's put in some first half. Whether she'll put in the same quality of a second half now is yet to be seen.
Well, we're getting all sorts of weather here in Athenry today, as the sun now is shining so brightly out there, and we've had heavy rain at half time, but right now it's dry for the start of the second half. Clare protecting a 1-point lead at half time as the referee John Dermody throws the ball in for the second half. And as you were, it's Clare that tried to start the brighter, blocked down there by Dervla Higgins from Galway, as a centre back coming forward is Laura McMahon. Tries to get it out as far as Orla Duggan. Good ball inside towards the corner forward, Rebecca Foley. She does well to try and get a stick to it over there. Still battling for possession. A strong corner forward for Clare in the red helmet on the far side of the field. Galway in there in numbers as well, trying to get it back. Clare look like they have possession as the player in possession goes to ground, very close to the sideline. But Clare still managed to have it, but it's a wayward pass that's picked up over there, and Galway now have a chance to launch the ball forward. Good ball inside towards Noreen Cohen, trying to get out in front of her marker, picked up instead by the centre half forward Sarah Spellman. Good ball in off the top towards Aoife Donoghue. Donoghue with an opportunity early on to level it up here. The umpire likes it. Galway strike first in the start of the second half. Aoife Donoghue has brought Galway's tally to 3-3. Clare at 12 points, level early on.
And it was a great ball in by Niamh McGrath, super strike down into the corner, and a lovely little pass off by Sarah Spellman, and a good finish by Aoife Donoghue. That's the kind of start goal we needed in the second half.
Yeah, well, we mentioned the talk in the Clare dugout. I can imagine it was just as vociferous in the Galway dressing room at half time, but whatever was said, Galway have re-emerged with a little bit more sprite early on in the opening minute or two here. Aoife Donoghue levelling it up. Wonderful game of camogie, must be said. Fabulous first half. Galway 3-3, Clare 12 points, puck out over on the far side of the field. Shauna Healy in a battle for possession over there with the ever dangerous corner forward Emer Kelly, who scored 4 points for her side. Again, there's a little bit of a ruck over there. Niamh McGrath doing the hard work, the hard graft to try and get onto that ball over towards Noreen Cohen. Clare haven't, or have they, over on the far side of the field, very close to the sideline. Noreen Cohen sees the ball come off for a stick, has gone out over the sideline on the far side, and it's going to be a sideline ball for Clare.
That's the kind of quick ball that Galway need to get into their full forward, like Niamh McGrath. You know, she's a great player to just lift and strike, and that's what they need.
Yeah, as a puck out, or a free is sent forward there, as in the end it's picked up there brilliantly by Shauna Healy. Gets it off then towards Carrie Dolan. Carrie Dolan now moving forward. Niamh Kilkenny looking for it in the middle. Is it overhit? Niamh Kilkenny trying to get onto that one. Gets a one-handed strike on it. It might work out for Sarah Spellman. Spellman now, little pass off towards Aoife Donoghue, going for her second point in as many minutes. And Aoife Donoghue has given the lead to Galway in the start of the second half. It's Galway 3 goals and 4 points. Clare 12 points. And that's a good start by Galway, Anne-Marie. 2
good points there with the link up from Sarah Spellman and Aoife Donoghue. Aoife Donoghue, lovely short strike and put the ball over the bar. Niamh Kilkenny has gone into midfield, and Aoife Donoghue has gone to wing forward, and you know, she started very well at wing forward.
Good catch there in the middle of the field by wing back for Galway, Dervla Higgins. Nice ball inside towards Siobhan McGrath. Galway now a little bit more impetus in their step as Siobhan McGrath goes on the attack, still going forward, looking for a point from out the field. Siobhan McGrath shortens the stick and puts it high and puts it over the bar. Galway are back with another score, 3-5 now for Galway. Clare 12 points. Siobhan McGrath has now scored 2 goals and a point for Galway in this contest. That's our
Fabulous
first point.
corner forward play, Tommy, by Siobhan McGrath. You know, low ball in, she controlled it, turned her player, head down, go for goals and put the ball over the bar. You know, it's just textbook corner forward.
The introduction of Niamh Kilkenny has certainly brought a little bit more energy out around the middle of the park, and you know, she's only come in late in the first half, but already you can see her the effect that she has on the game at the start of the second half.
Yeah, it has, and I think moving Aoife Donoghue to wing forward has probably been a good move for Galway too.
Galway girl going to ground on the far side is Roisin Black. She's outnumbered there by Clare players. The referee keeping a close eye in case he needs to throw this ball in, but he allows play to continue. It's pulled on by a Galway girl close to the sideline over on the far side of the field, picked up by Emer Kelly. Emer now come across the middle of the field. The referee says no foul play on, and Aoife Donoghue, who's seen a lot of ball at the start of this second half, now drills it forward, but it's read well back there by the Clare girl wearing 19, Sinead Conlon, and Conlon gets it away. Clare now try and come out with that ball. It's need to move it a little bit quicker, maybe, I think, is the call from the Clare sideline, as in the end the ball is delivered in long towards Rebecca at the corner forward, and that Rebecca, of course, is Rebecca Foley. She has an opportunity to get it away. The referee saw the foul. Clare will have the opportunity. Clare calling for the free a couple of seconds before that, but she's a strong, tall girl from Trua Clonlara making her debut at corner forward. She did well to catch that.
Yeah, really good work from Clare again, and you know, that came from the centre back looking up. Clare's vision today has been really, really good. They're trying to find the player in the better position, and you know, they haven't hit too many balls astray. They're constantly looking up and trying to pinpoint a player.
Chloe Morey then, 3 points for her in the opening half for Clare, as an opportunity now to make that 4 and bring it back to a 1-point ball game. As the referee is telling Chloe to go back another 10 metres back, as we have a double substitution coming on for Galway as well in a couple of minutes. So Cathal Murray and the background team not afraid to empty them up. Orla McGrath is coming into the action as well, as she hands the slip of paper to the fourth official. We'll concentrate on this free for Clare from Chloe Morey. Chloe now just 45 metres out from goal, straight in front of the post. Should be no mistake. Great strike from her. Is Clare's first score of the second half. It brings it back to a 1-point ball game. It's 13 points for Clare, 3 goals and 5 for Galway. Chloe Morey with the latest one there. That's 4 points for her.
And Noreen Cohen is making way there, and Orla McGrath is coming in. So now at the minute we have Siobhan McGrath, Ailish O'Reilly and Orla McGrath in the full forward line. And to me, Tommy, that is one of the most dangerous full forward lines in the country. Absolutely.
If they can get Heather Cooney now coming into the action as well. Tara Kenny coming off as the goalkeeper for Galway, Sarah Healy, and we know she possesses a long puck out, and surely she's going to drive this down towards the centre half forward channel. That had thought about taking it short, and again goes to take it short to Sarah Dervin. I'm not quite sure if that's in the guidebook from the Galway backroom team, but Sarah Dervin decides to go on a solo run, strike the ball towards that centre half forward channel, towards Aoife Donoghue. Didn't work out for her initially, but she picks it up, goes on the run on the far side. Aoife Donoghue now looking for an option inside. Aoife O'Reilly's going to make the move inside, still going forward. Shot comes in up and over the bar. 3 points at the start of the second half for Aoife Donoghue. It's been a wonderful start for her to the opening 7 minutes of the second half. 3-6 for Galway, 13 for Clare.
A lot more energy about, you know, Aoife Donoghue since she moved in there. Not afraid to take them on. That's a brilliant puck out again from the Clare goalkeeper. She's been doing very well with the sharp puck outs today.
Very well, and speaking of doing very well, is Emer Kelly out around the middle this time. Since a lovely ball in around the house. It's going to drop inside. Sarah Dervin doing enough to put off her marker in there. Sarah Healy from St Thomas's Club tries to get it away, but Clare are there in numbers to pick up the pieces in there. Marie McGrath, most notably, trying to get the hand pass away. Again, it's Galway trying to come out with it. Niamh McGrath doing the hard work, gets it off towards Sarah Spellman. In turn, gets it off towards Niamh Kilkenny. Strikes it left-handed, tries to change the course of the attack there. Might work out for Galway, as the ball now comes out towards Aoife Donoghue once again. And Aoife Donoghue goes for point number 4 at the start of the second half. She hits it high, she hits it up and over the bar. It's been a wonderful opening 8 minutes for her. 4 points. Like, Galway have got...
That's a great return from a midfielder in any game, but since she moved in, Tommy, as you say, 4 points in 8 minutes. That's some return.
Some return by the girl from Mulla, and You know, she's always good for a score or two in a game, but she's got 4 in 8 minutes in this second half, and it's been the difference for Galway, who had only scored 2 points in the opening 35 minutes that we played here in Kenny Park and Athenry, but it's changed around now to sees Galway 16 points, Clare 13, 3-7 to 13 points, and an injury on the far side of the field to a Clare player again, so we'll have a stoppage in play, Anne-Marie.
Yeah, and it looks like Galway are going to bring another substitute, Anne-Marie Starr. Galway seem to have got a hold in the middle third there, Tommy, you know, at the start of this half. As you say, Niamh Kilkenny brought a bit more energy to this middle of the field. Niamh McGrath's gone on a good bit of ball in the last 10 minutes as well.
So play will resume as we have a stoppage on the far side as we watch the Clare substitutes warm up down in front of us here, and the referee saying to come on with the substitute. Galway are going to bring off Niamh McGrath and bring on number 20 Anne-Marie Starr from Killimer. So I suppose too, Anne-Marie, both sides, it looks like they're all on for giving game time to their panel, which they have big panels as well, and every few minutes that you get for your county now at this time and stage of the year at the start of the league is vital.
Absolutely, and I think game time and, you know, getting into contact, you can't reciprocate that. It's very difficult to reciprocate that in training. So, you know, any bit of game time at all, and players are happy to get in there. Yeah.
Galway will have the strike on the far side of the field. Niamh Kilkenny now looking for a little bit of movement inside. Strides to strike it long towards the centre half forward area. Trying to go down on it over there is Orla McGrath. Orla McGrath now, first piece of action for the Sarsfields girl, who joins her sister on the Galway full forward line. As the ball is switched across here, but nobody from Galway or in a Galway jersey available, and it's easy money for the Clare girl to get that ball forward. It's a heavy tackle there. The referee's going to talk to Dervla Higgins on that as well. It's on the wing back, Alana Ryan. Dervla Higgins, late
just followed
tackle
through, Tommy, I suppose, and yeah, Alana Ryan got it. Yeah, winded her, I suppose.
Referee
Galway seemed to have got sucked in that time, Tommy, and the ball came across the field and there was no one at home, and Alana Ryan had it red and covered. A yellow card there for Dervla Higgins for that tackle.
She becomes the second Galway player, Emery, to pick up a yellow card as well. Chloe Morey will come out to take this one. Attention being given all the time to Alana Ryan from Kilkishen. She's had a fantastic game for Clare. She picked up that injury, but I think she's going to tell John Dermody that she's fit and ready to continue. The pass by Galway was a wayward one pass from across the far side of the field, but it was well read by Alana Ryan. It's ended up then with Clare winning the free and a chance for Chloe Morey to cut back into Galway's lead. They lead by 3-7 for Galway, 13 points for Clare. And Chloe Morey will have this strike from just inside the 65-metre line. Strikes it well, strikes it high. Is it tailing? The umpires are going to tell us that it is tailing off to the left-hand side and wide. Wide number 4 for Clare, so maybe a little bit of pressure coming into the play at this stage as Dervla Higgins now strikes the ball off the left. She gets a little bit of nudge in the back as well, but play on, says the referee, as the ball breaks inside towards Sarah Spellman. Takes it on the run, picks it up, going to have an opportunity at a strike, but the little half hook came in from the Clare player and that goes out. Galway have 3 wides, I make it at this stage. Clare with 4, but the opportunity was there for Sarah Spellman.
Yeah, lovely hook by Laura McMahon. You know, kept tracking her work back and got in the little hook and forced the ball out wide.
Puck out from the debutant then, Jaron Murphy from Clare Castle. She goes over the far side with that puck out. Time tells us we're just gone into the 12th minute of the second half. Galway now lose the ball again and possession in the middle of the field. It breaks, might break kindly for Niamh Kilkenny, who's alert, gets it off. Plenty of time for Orla McGrath. The ball is not going to go over the bar, it's going to drop inside harmlessly out to the left hand side and wide. It's another wide for Galway, joined Clare on 4 wides. Galway leading by 3 points. It's a narrow, dangerous lead in any game. 3-7 for Galway. Clare 13 points. Plenty of time and plenty of opportunities for scores yet in this game as the Clare corner forward tries to win the ball on the far side of the field. There's a Galway girl there minus a hurl on the far side as well as a battle for possession continues, and it's the Galway girl Shauna Healy that comes away with it. Good work by her. Off it goes towards the centre half forward, but Galway beaten to it there once again. Good work there by the centre back Laura McMahon sends the ball forward. Acres of space for Chloe Morey, and she won't make a mistake from there, will she? It's hanging out to the right hand side. Well, from our advantage point, it looked like it was going to get over the bar, but it tailed at the last minute. Another wide for Clare as Galway's Emma Hellebert now drives the sliotar long in towards the 14-metre line. In over the top it goes, but it's taken down well there by the Clare substitute Susan Daly, and she gets the ball away, not quite where she wanted to put it, but there's 4-1 over there. Clare jerseys outnumbering the Galway jerseys as Aoife Donoghue tries to get a stick in there as well. The hurl is gone to ground there, but it's knocked out of her hand. Play on, says the referee, as the ball in the middle of the field. Clare now still driving forward, flicked away by Emma Hellebert, but Chloe Morey picks up the pieces, looking to get the pass away. The referee says that's illegal. Free into Clare. Clare 13 points, Galway 3-7.
The goals again, Tommy, are separating, just keeping Galway that bit in front. Clare again trying to get back on top. They could do with this free going over now.
Yeah, it's an opportunity from much the same distance as one earlier, but that one tailed off. Chloe has scored 4 points for her side in this game. She'll be looking to get this one and bring it back to a 2-point ball game, as Clare are about to introduce number 18, Roisin Minogue, as well from Bodyke into the action, as Morey strikes this one, strikes it high. Umpire has a good look at it. He's happy enough that that's gone up and over the bar. 14 points of the day for Clare. Chloe Morey with her 5th point of the afternoon. Another free for her. It's coming the 14th minute of the second half. Galway 3-7. Clare 14 points.
That's just Clare's second point of this half, Tommy. And the water break in the first half, they had 8 points scored. So bit behind in the third quarter.
Yeah, Galway have shored it up a small bit, that's for sure. But this game is very much in the melting point all the time. Is coming off is Sinead Conlon from Tulla. She's done her piece since the start of this game, so happy enough as the ball is taken quickly toward the Galway substitute, Heather Cooney. Cooney now goes on the run. Didn't start this game for Galway, but has come in the second half, sends a lovely ball forward towards Sarah Spellman. Spellman now sends a lovely return pass back towards Carrie Dolan. Dolan now, lovely pop pass out to Ailish O'Reilly. Riley now with an opportunity, not sure where to go next with it, out towards Carrie Dolan, who in the end was lucky to actually get it. The referee has seen a foul on the Clare player. A scoring opportunity for Galway has turned out to be a free out for Clare.
Yeah, that I suppose he's saying that she's using it's more than minimal force that she's using, the shoulder to go forward, and it's free out for Clare. Galway probably had a chance there, maybe Ailish O'Reilly. But Clare's work rate again, they were just getting numbers back, and they were really putting pressure on Galway when Galway were on the ball.
Third yellow card then for Galway goes to wing forward Carrie Dolan from Clarenbridge, and Galway now a little bit of defending to do at the moment. Scoring opportunity probably was there for Galway, but none of the forwards took on the onus of going for that point. It was probably overplayed in the sense that the chance had been there earlier, but fair play to Clare. They stuck to their task as the ball is knocked down out around the middle of the field, flicked on there brilliantly by the Galway girls towards Sarah Spellman, working tirelessly at centre forward, now looking to get a pass away towards Orla McGrath on the far side of the field. Orla out in front of her marker, trying to get down there, but Clare, their numbers. Orla not giving up the cause for Galway. It might break kindly for Shauna Healy, who gets it off to Aoife Donoghue as the Galway girls now try and spread the ball over towards Siobhan McGrath. McGrath does well. She beats her marker there and sends off the dummy, and a chance for a point for Siobhan McGrath. Strikes it high, strikes it up and over the bar. That's an excellent score to win possession. The referee is calling for something here. I think it might be another water break at this stage, the second of the day, and it's going to see Galway lead by 3-8 to 14 points. Siobhan McGrath bringing her tally to 2 goals and 2 points with that latest point.
Just great strength, Tommy, there. She held off the player. She slipped, got up, took the ball up, had a chance, and put the ball between the posts. She's just, a really good corner forward, and great corner forward play from Siobhan McGrath. Yeah,
Galway leading here by 3-8 to 14 points. You made the point earlier, Emery, that Galway had trailed at half time by 3-2 to 12. So Clare just scored 2 points in the second half. Galway have added 6 points in that second half. So, there lies the difference, but a far better performance by Galway. But Clare still very much in the competition.
They are definitely, Tommy, but I think the introduction of Niamh Kilkenny at midfield has brought a bit of jizz about it. Heather Cooney there in the backs, she's very solid and experienced as well, and there's just a bit more energy about Galway in this second half.
Yeah, as we see both management sides now giving the last words of encouragement. What's left in the tank for both of these sides? We've got just over 13 minutes of normal time remaining plus additional time. It's a 3-point ball game. Galway have turned around the 1-point deficit at half time to lead by 3-8 to 14 points. Clare will remember back, I suppose, to our last outing in the championship before Christmas when they had held Cork for so long and did really well, but as they say, the wheels came off the wagon, for want of a better word, but they were in it. until the last few minutes, and Cork then of course used the experience to move on and win comfortably. But Clare very much in this game.
The Clare management are reminding the Clare players of that there, you know, they're asking them not to fold like what happened that day in Páirc Uí Chaoimh, and you know, to really push on now and try and get another score on the board at the start of the final quarter.
Yep. Action will resume with the puck out then for Clare as the rain comes down again here in Kenny Park. The goalkeeper, Darren Murphy, looking for an option from this puck out. It'll come stand side of Kenny Park at the right with Galway leading by 3. Dervla Higgins gets up there along with the midfielder Orla Duggan. A real battle for possession here, very close to the sideline. Dervla Higgins does well to try and get out there and does well to get the ball forward. But again, not a maroon jersey inside up there, and easy for the centre back Laura McMahon to get the ball away. Out it goes to the field towards Zizan Spillane, who's been very good along with Emer Kelly. Back out the field it goes towards the cornerback Ciara Grogan from Clooney Quinn. Sends a lovely ball in as Sarah Dervin goes tumbling out over the Clare player as the referee says play on. There's no foul. Gives Clare appealed for a free in there, and in the end it's going to be a free out for Galway. The Clare girl lies on the ground. Galway are going to introduce number 18 Siobhan Gardner and number 23 Catherine Finnerty. That doesn't leave too many more on the bench, Anne-Marie.
No, definitely not. Galway are giving them all a run out, and you know, they're right. That's what the league is about, you know, get to see as many players as possible. And you know, you can see that bursting out there, Heather Cooney, she was leading with the hand, and the Clare girl got it into chest, but you know, the referee has given a free down the field to Galway.
Yeah, also coming off for Galway is Roisin Black, and she'd be happy enough, Anne-Marie, I'd say, with her performance today at wing back for Galway. You know, it's all a new setting for some of these girls as well, starting off in a highly competitive league, but they'll all be the better for having played today, including the Clare girls. And
they've got a tough test today. You know, the backs have had a serious amount of ball to deal with, and you know, they've really been tested. So you know, this game will stand to them.
Round 2, of course, will take place next weekend when Clare will have Limerick as visitors for their second game. Limerick's first. And in 2 weeks' time, Galways will travel up that M18 to take on Limerick as the ball is delivered long in from the free over on the far side of the field. We're in the 20th minute of the first half. Galway lead by 3-8, 14 points. Ball very close to the end line down to on the far side. Aoife Donoghue now trying to make an angle to get a shot in. Aoife O'Reilly there as well, trying to get this fourth point. I'd see Galway 4 up. Orla McGrath now substitute for Galway the second half. Strikes it in, strikes it high, and strikes it only into the goal mouth where the goalkeeper Darren Murphy does well to take it down and get the clearance away, albeit short across the 14-metre line out as far as Alana Ryan. Alana now pop pass down this side of the field close to the sideline. The ball is going to go out over the sideline, but it's kept in play there somehow by a Clare player, and in the end Galway will try and stop Clare from coming away with this. Ball is flicked out, and it's that girl wearing 20 again, Zian Spillane, who's done well, but it might break kindly here for Niamh Kilkenny. Niamh now sends a pop pass in over the top, but it's going to be read in there by the Clare defence. They can come away with it and try and get the ball down the other end of the field as they trail by 3 points. 21 minutes gone in the second half. It's been a lively encounter here in Kenny Park and Athenry in the opening round Division 1 clash between near neighbours and rivals Clare and Galway. That ball just doesn't want to come up into any hand, as in the end the experience of Niamh Kilkenny, and the gap opens up. Niamh now with an opportunity to make it, put it over the bar, sends it out to the left hand side and wide. You would have backed her there to put that one over the bar.
It looked like it was going to be a trademark Niamh Kilkenny point, all right, but again, pressure from Clare. You know, they're still holding their own and getting in on top of Galway every chance they can get.
Yeah, the opportunity was there for Niamh Kilkenny, and we've seen her do it on numerous occasions in the past, but this time looked like the sliotar just skimmed off the outside of the hurl. It is a little bit damp out there, of course. Clare warming up, number 24 Linda Daly from Scariff Gonalo, and number 12 Clodagh O'Halloran from Newmarket and Fergus, who was named on the starting 15 but didn't start here today in Athenry. As the ball goes back towards Galway's Siobhan Gardner from Ardrahan, up the field to the other substitute from Montbellew Moylach, Catherine Finnerty. Off to Aoife Donoghue, 4 points at the start of the second half for the Mulla Dynamo. Still going forward, drops the sliotar, and Clare might have an opportunity, but Aoife Donoghue will still never give up the cause, and Galway now have possession. Catherine Finnerty driving through as she taking a lot of steps back out towards Aoife Donoghue. Aoife Donoghue has a shot, and Aoife Donoghue has sent it out to the right hand side and wide. Substitutes for Clare then. Rebecca Foley is going to come off. The Trua Clonlara girl is going to come off. Linda Daly. Brigitte Janan is actually coming on. Brigitte Janan.
Galway have had more scoring chances in this second half, Tommy, and there's definitely more energy about them, and you know they're taking the game more to Clare. They're not standing off their players. They're much tighter on their players in the middle third, and Galway just seem to be slightly getting on top.
Yeah, puck out then is taken again, and it's taken well again by Clare as they have their homework done on the puck outs. Ball in towards the wily captain for Galway, Sarah Dervin. She does well initially to stop the action. The referee is going to have a word. He's going to throw that ball in. Marie McGrath is coming off as well. I suppose when you see Marie McGrath scoring 2 or 3 points in the first half, and she just hasn't really been allowed to get into the game in the second half. Anne-Marie.
No, she hasn't. I'm surprised they're taking her off because she's a great power behind her shot, and if she gets a ball anywhere along between the 45 and 65, she put it over the bar.
Yeah, clearance completed by Galway down the far side towards Aoife Donoghue again, and she's doing very well to try and hold on to the ball. Eventually the studs and the boots give out there, but Galway might still have it, and the ball comes back outside the field, and a chance for a score from Niamh Kilkenny from out the field. Niamh Kilkenny high, and Niamh Kilkenny has found another point to put it up and over the bar. That's an excellent score by Niamh Kilkenny. Galway have gone 4 ahead, and that could be a crucial score. 3-9 for Galway, 14 points for Clare. Niamh Kilkenny with that point, and if you mentioned it earlier about a typical Niamh Kilkenny point, that was one of them, Anne-Marie.
Yeah, and a lovely little pop pass from Anne-Marie Starr there. Siobhan Gardner has, she gave a good delivery down that time too.
Sideline on the far side of the field, then ball gone out over. Clare trail by 3 goals and 9 points to 14 points with just over 5 minutes of normal time remaining here in Kenny Park as we begin to get a little bit darker once again. Sideline will be taken by Chloe Morey on the far side, 45 metres out from goal. Just 2 Clare forwards in around the square down to her left hand side, and it's aimed towards one of those, and it might work out here. Sarah Dervin needs to get that ball away for Galway. She does. Clare will not give up the cause here. Sarah Dervin turns inside and winds herself up to send a long delivery over the far side of the field towards Ailish O'Reilly. O'Reilly now tries to go down on that, but doesn't get it at the first time of asking. Maybe had too much time to think about getting it up there as Galway now, and Niamh Kilkenny tried to get it, but good work by the Clare girls to gather possession now. They don't have a lot of numbers up front, and maybe a chance if they can get a pass away, but it might still work out because it's a hard working Emer Kelly now that's going forward. Emer Kelly has won a free. Clare will get the opportunity to bring it back to a 3-point ball game with 4.5 minutes of normal time remaining, and it'll be Chloe Morey once again. Galway give away the free.
Excellent work right there by Emer Kelly. She was surrounded by Galway players. There wasn't a whole lot of options on for her, but she stayed going and managed to win the free.
Yeah, a free then for Clare to try and reduce it back to just a puck of a ball between the sides here as the daylight begins to fade somewhat again. You wouldn't think we're in the 15th of May when you look out at the pitch here on some occasions throughout this game, but Chloe Morey won't mind whether it's dark or bright. She sends that one in, makes no mistake, puts it up and over the bar. Another point for Clare. 15 points they've scored today. Galway with 3-9, and as Anne-Marie alluded to earlier, those goals have been all so crucial for Galway in this contest. 6 points for Chloe Morey, and with just over 4 minutes to go, it's Clare that trail 3-9 to 15 points. The next goal probably very, very crucial in this game now.
Yeah, she will. Great work by Alana Kelly. Alana Ryan. She's been very solid there at wing back, Tommy, for Clare. But for Clare, I suppose they've only 3 points scored in the second half. 3 frees, whereas in the first half, they had 9 from play. So Galway have definitely got to grips in the second half.
Now then, an opportunity for Chloe Morey back inside her own half with a free for Clare. Does she go and try and get it all the way over the crossbar, or will she try and drop it in around the danger area? Here we go. It's dropping in. It's going to hang in around the square. Referee keeping a close eye on the Galway defenders and the Clare attackers. The ball will break towards the goalkeeper. Sarah Healy needs to get rid of it. Very close to the end line. Sends the pass over the far side. Broken down. Sarah Dervin out there to pick up the pieces once again. Still going forward. Advantage being played to Galway, but that's now not the case as Chloe Morey takes another long delivery from out the field, dropping in around the house. There's 3 Clare players on 2 in there. Which way is it going to break? Sarah Dervin manages to get a touch to it, but it's only out to the Clare forward, who will have a chance to put the ball over the bars. Dropping in around the house, Sarah Healy takes it down dangerously. Oh, she gets away with it, and in the end, luckily enough, Anne-Marie is to see that ball eventually come back into her grasp. The Clare forward was in on goal, but in the end, a little bit of luck for Galway in there too.
Yeah, definitely, because a goal would be exactly what Clare need at this moment in time, you know. And a slippy day like that, it's dangerous play. You know, I suppose it can be tricky to catch those balls.
Substitute for Clare then, number 22 coming into the action from Whitegate is Greta Hickey. She'll join the action, and we'll see very shortly who's coming off. It's the signal has yet to go up, so we're waiting for that signal to go up here in Kenny Park in Athenry.
Difficult conditions now, Tommy, at the moment. Like, the pitch is slippy, rain coming down, the ball is slippy and greasy, hard to get control of the ball. As you say, you wouldn't think it's the 15th of May.
Visibility has really gone back a lot as the ball is delivered in towards the goalkeeper, who we said earlier makes her debut for Clare today, but you can't be fault for any of the goals, Emery, either. You know, she's been steady in there. She's a great puck out. She's able to vary it, and Clare are lucky to have her today too.
And has been confident to go for a short puck out as well, Tommy, and has placed the ball into the back's hands the majority of the time. So she's had a very solid debut today.
Clare substitution then sees Aoife Kane from Ina Kilnamona come off and replaced by number 22 Greta Hickey, as we said earlier. So it's a free on the far side of the field for Clare. We're into the last minute of normal time here. Galway lead by 3 goals and 9 points to 15 points, 18 to 15. As Clare look now to get the next crucial score in this game, as the ball is tapped out over on the far side of the field. Really dangerous conditions here now for both sides, as the ball is just like a bar of soap, as the ball eventually comes in from Orla McGrath out towards Ailish O'Reilly, looking for the insurance point for Galway. A little tap high, puts it up and over the bar. The cute wily old head, as we call her, of Ailish O'Reilly. You know, it just needed to be guided over the bar. That's exactly what Ailish O'Reilly did. Super point. Great
play by Galway, you know, worked it up. Siobhan Gardner to Orla McGrath, and a super ball across from Orla McGrath into Ailish O'Reilly's path, and she's going to finish from that distance. The substitutes for Galway, Tommy, have really made a huge difference in the second half.
They have, and Clare, will look back on this game as a game that they really dominated in the opening 30 minutes, and they saw Galway re-emerge at the start of the second half. And those 4 points by Aoife Donoghue at the start of the second half, all coming inside 8 minutes, really put Galway on the attack. Aoife Donoghue sends a pass across. That is a pin pass, perfect, as the shot is come inside now. The referee is going to give a free out inside, but harsh enough in there. I don't know.
I'd like to see the replay of that one.
If we could see the replay, we might have an idea on that one. But the foul was in there, and it's a free out to Clare. We're gone into additional time. We haven't seen the board from the fourth official, who is Louise Riley from Cavan. She's down there inputting what's going to be played now in a minute. 4 additional minutes being added on, and we're already 30 seconds into that. Clare on the attack on the far side of the field. Galway now. Little bit of defensive work to do, but Shauna Healy's back there again, has worked tirelessly all day again for Galway today, and she's had to, because she's been under severe pressure, particularly by Emer Kelly and Rebecca Foley in that first half, and they really put it up to Galway and led at half time by 12 points to 3 goals and 2, led by a point at half time.
Siobhan Gardner has, you know, shored things up there in the half back line too. She's got on a good bit of ball in the second half, and supporting her clubmate there, Shauna Healy, for that clearance.
Absolutely, and I suppose both of these sides, Anne-Marie, will look at today as work in progress, and a lot of positive things for Clare in the opening half, not so much for Galway. Vice versa, probably in the second half. Galway know that, you know, certain players maybe just didn't perform today, and they brought in, you know, the experienced people like Niamh Kilkenny and Heather Cooney and a few more, Orla McGrath. But I suppose the mix of it all is, you know, these are the games they're going to learn all this from both sides.
And I suppose, like you see, maintaining that level of intensity the whole way out is very difficult, Tommy. You know, that intensity that Clare brought in the first half, but you have to find some level playing ground, I suppose, where that you can maintain some level and keep going, you know, keep tacking on the scores and not just fall flat, you know, at certain points in the game.
Absolutely. We're in additional time here in Kenny Park in Athenry in round 1 of Division 1 of the Littlewoods Camogie National Camogie League. It's Galway, last year's beaten All-Ireland finalists, looking to hold on to the win here. Of course, they are the reigning league champions as well. No league played last year, so from 2019 Galway still are the champions, as they were very much pushed to the pin of their collar in the opening half here, but re-emerged, as we said earlier, far better second half, as Clare now look to move that ball down the line on the far side of the field. 32-22 32-43 gone on the clock as Galway have possession. Eilish O'Reilly now looking for an option. Pop little pass towards Niamh Kilkenny. Out it goes towards Carrie Dolan, who hasn't had many frees today to take for Galway. She's picked up a yellow card for her troubles throughout the game. Good work there by Jern Murphy, the goalkeeper. Off it goes, and Clare now try and finish with a flourish here in Athenry. Out the field it comes towards Aoife Kane from Ina Killamona, up along the line. Good work here, however, by Shauna Healy, getting a body in on the line. Dervla Higgins as well as worked tirelessly, as a good ball off towards Aoife Donoghue. Up the field it goes towards Catherine Finnerty. She'd like to score on her introduction, and she does. Puts it high and up and over the bar. Good score by Catherine Donoghue there as well from Mount Ballion. Gets on the scoreboard.
And much better work right there, Tommy, from Dervla Higgins and Shawnee Healy combining together. Dervla Higgins has gone on an awful lot of ball. She's been solid throughout, and she'll be happy enough with how she's played today.
Point in for Catherine Finnerty. It's coming the 34th minute of this game. Galway getting the last couple of scores. Clare now could do it one before the end. Ball driven inside. Referee has spotted the foul. Galway lead 3-11 to 15 points. The advantage is 4 points. We're very close to the end of this game as the rain continues to hurtle down in Kenny Park and Athenry, and I'm sure both sides will be glad to get in at the end of this additional time here, having completed their first round of the Littlewoods Camogie League for 2021, and how good it was to be back, how good it was to see both teams in action, be able to turn up today and participate in the league, and long may this continue as hopefully we can see off COVID as a long distance memory in the coming years, as Chloe Murray sends that one out to the right hand side and wide. John Dermody, the referee, puts the little notebook in the top pocket. Is he going to allow a little bit more time? Galway's puck out has gone astray. Clare have an opportunity. Advantage being played, and if this doesn't go over the bar, he'll bring it back for a free. And Clare, as Heather Cooney has gone down with looks like a very bad injury. The referee has blown the full-time whistle, but what we're looking at the moment out there, the final score is Galway 3-11, Clare 15 points, but the injury picked up by Heather Cooney late on there does not look good from an early look. She seems to be in a lot of pain out there, but we'll keep a close eye on that, and we'll bring in news of that as it happens towards the end of our broadcast here in association with Littlewoods Camogie, as not looking good. Clare 15 points, but Galway 3-11, Anne-Marie, and I suppose in the end, the experience of Galway saw them through in the end.
Yeah, it did, and I think the Galway substitutions made a huge difference in the second half. Aoife Donoghue's move into wing forward, 4 points there in the first 8 minutes was something unbelievable, and Clare just couldn't kind of bring the intensity that they brought in the first half, the second half, which is difficult to do, Tommy, maintain that level of intensity throughout, and especially this early in the year.
I'm just looking at the Galway team, the remainder of the Galway team standing in a huddle down to our left hand side there, just waiting for news of that injury to Heather Cooney. Clare are being talked to by their management team down to our right hand side, and well, but the upshot of it all is let's hope that anybody injured here today, and I include the Clare cornerback of Ciara Doyle and Heather Cooney, who's out there at the moment being looked at a speedy recovery, and that they're not out of action for long. It's been a great advertisement for Camogie today. It's been the start of what we hope is something long and something special throughout the coming year. Plenty of Camogie matches right across the country today, 16 league matches in all, I think, taking place. But for now, I'd like to sincerely thank Anne-Marie Hayes for wonderful analysis as always here today in Kenny Park and Athenry. Galway have beaten Clare by 4 points in the end. As I say, it's a win for Galway at the start of the National Camogie League. It's finished here in Kenny Park and Athenry in the rain. Galway 3-11, Clare 15 points.
Our game's about style. We forge our own path forward. Because our style is substance.
Yeah, I'm delighted to be joined in the aftermath of that wonderful game of camogie by Clare manager Ger O'Connell. Ger, I suppose, what can you say, ended up on the wrong side, but a fantastic performance by your girls, particularly in that first half.
Yeah, look, I suppose, everyone's saying it's a great performance, but we want to move on from having a good performance and being unlucky losers, like the standard we set there in the first half, and you're having Galway team changing up their tactics and trying to be able to cope with us. That's the level we're trying to get to, and we just need to be consistent now with our performances. Look, we're disappointed with the result. Look, to get to win in 5 points, everyone say it's a great result, but I suppose the standards we're trying to set for us is that high, and we want to be able to be up there with the Galways. And look, we showed we can, but it's just getting consistency. We need to finish out the games now.
You led at half time by 12 points to 3-2, a 1 point advantage at the break, but more importantly 12 scores to 5. You must have been very pleased at the break to have registered 12 scores and kept Galway to, albeit there was 3 goals in there for Galway which were disappointing from a Clare perspective, but to have 12 against 5 at half time, it shows that you were going in the right direction.
Yeah, it does. Look, I think the main thing for us as well as the management, the response. Every time Galway scored, we responded, which was, look, it's a great characteristic to have in your team. But I think, look, those goals were on me as well, as a manager, because I asked our backs to be aggressive, play from the front. Okay, we're not going to stand back from anyone anymore, and that's the message we're giving. But look, Galway are a clever team, they see that space in behind, and that's where we got caught. But that's on me. That's on me as a manager, and that's how we're asking the girls to play. But look, we need to be clever, and I need to be clever as well,
Sometimes in defeat you learn more than you do in a victory, and there's no doubt about it that you would have learned something more about some of the girls here today. You're unfortunate too that you were forced to field without some of key players as well, but the girls that come in, they work very hard, and I suppose it's onwards and upwards here now. You don't get much time to rest. You have Limerick in their next game, which is one to look forward to now as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Look, let's be realistic. That was our first game in 6 months. We had a couple of in-house games that aren't the same intensity, but look, we performed well. We're annoyed we didn't win the game, to be honest. But look, again, we uploaded two new players. Zia and Spillane, that was fantastic midfield, for our first ever game. And Becky Foley up there. These are 2 new girls coming in. Girls are going to be disappointed they didn't get a game, but look, we want pressure put on the first 15, and we're going to keep building on this, keep improving, and keep trying to match and get up there to the top.
Keep up the good work, Ger. It's great talking to you. Hard luck today, and we wish you the best of luck. And number one, it's great to see camogie back.
Yeah, it's great, isn't it? Thanks a million. Thanks.
Our game's about style. We forge our own path forward